Welcome back, everybody. So, leg day today. As I said, this week we've been doing 3 times, not 5. So, let's start with the upper body. Today we're going to do some legs, and the day after, tomorrow, we're going to do the accessories, which is arms and shoulders, pretty much. So, we're going to start the leg day with the hamstring curls. We're going to do 4 sets, 3 sets, 1 drop set. Then we're going to move to the leg press. I'm going to keep this workout a little bit shorter and a little bit more focused on hypertrophy than, moving weights, doing squats, free weight squats, or that kind of thing. So we're going to do this one first, then the leg press, and then depending on how we feel, I might actually do some Smith squats, which obviously are a bit different because they put less stress on your spine, therefore your axial fatigue is less. I'll explain what that means when the time comes, but for now, hamstring curls, we have 82.5 on the stack. Let's do this. No. Well, that was 17, 18 reps for the first set. Not bad. So 2 more into the drop set. Ah. Nope. Oh, oh, oh. All right. One more with the same weight, and then we're going to do a little drop set. Nope. All the burns real. Right, drop set now. So we've gone back down to 65 plus 2.5, 67.5. Not quite 60, but 67.5. When you do drop sets, there isn't really much of a science on how low you should go to. So let's say that your set is 100, and nobody's saying that you need to go down to 75 or 80 or 85. It's just go to the amount of weight that you feel comfortable with and just do the reps. Remember, when you do drop sets, the point of the drop set is to allow you, after hard sets, to go to failure while minimizing the risk of, injuring yourself. And obviously get the most out of that particular muscle because the weight is less. Your body doesn't have to compensate by using other muscles to do the lift or momentum to do the lift. So you're still keeping all the tension on the muscle group that you are targeting. You minimize the risk of injury, and you can go to failure or close to failure. Either way we do, in a safe manner. So let's do the last set, aka the superset. Superset? What did I say? Drop set. Sorry, not superset. Not doing supersets. Not now. Right. oh, 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 okay. Ooh, that's it here. So now we're gonna move to the leg press. I'm gonna do a set just to warm up my quads properly. Maybe 2 sets, we'll see. And then I'm gonna start the sets there. Right, so starting with the leg press, I think you can see straight away that this is not your typical leg press. So first difference is, well, I guess the only difference really is on how it looks anyway. We've put a tenner on my back, and then we've added this bit, obviously, just so my back doesn't go all the way down to the actual plate, and then obviously it hurts a lot. So the reason I did this is going to give us a slight elevation, and obviously it will allow us to tilt backwards even more, which will allow the quads to stretch even more than usual, right? So this will give us a little bit of extra stretch at the bottom of each rep, and it's one of the best ways to maximize the leg press because it is an amazing piece of machinery. Well, it's an amazing piece of equipment, really. Not machinery. It's not necessarily a machine, is it? It is an amazing piece of equipment, is what I'm trying to say. If your goal, again, is to maximize your growth on your quads specifically, if this is what your goal is, get as big and jacked as possible, then this is probably one of the best exercises that you can do. I will say straight away, you don't need to over do it with weight. Honestly, what do I have there? I have 30, 40 kilos aside, so 80 kilos plus 40 the legs, 120 kilos. This is not a lot of weight, even for me. Like I used to do leg press without triple that amount, but I wasn't doing it properly, in my opinion. I was doing it more for the show. I wasn't really getting much out of it anyway, because I couldn't see much growth in my quads. But when you do it like this, you do not need to put a lot of weight on the leg press, and it's going to be way more efficient than the normal leg press that people do, which, they kind of like stop there and then push and stop there and push. It's not going to do much for your growth, unfortunately. It looks good because you have a ton of weight that you normally are not able to lift properly. And it looks cool, but that's pretty much all it does. It looks cool, that's all. So obviously we're training for a different reason. We don't really train to look cool while we train. So again, I'm going to put that down and I'm going to show you the actual technique when you do it, because there are a couple of differences there as well. First of all, let me get in. There we go. So the first main difference really will come from your foot positioning, because you hear a lot when you do leg presses, your heels should be touching the legs at all times. And it's true, especially if you have a lot of weight, that's a good thing to do. You shouldn't really be pushing through your toes. But for this exercise, because obviously we have this on our back, and that allows our legs to stretch and our quads to stretch even more than usual, I'm going to showcase what this looks like. I'm probably going to talk through the first couple of reps, and then I'm just going to focus on the set because this is the first set anyway. So when you go up, again, legs are tightly put together. I'd say shoulder width, maybe a little bit closer than shoulder width as well. So shoulder width as well. And then as you go down, your heels are going to come off intentionally. So you can stretch the quads. And then when you push back, your heels will go back on the legs. Yeah. So again, on the way down, heels are on and then they come off. That will give you that extra stretch on the quads. And then you're going to push. Let's do the set. As you can see, I can't really go any deeper because I'm letting the weight crush me. But even if I pull further, I can't really go any deeper. This is the max that my body, with my mobility, will allow me to go. That's the depth, that's the full depth. And that's all you're looking for. Toes are pointing outwards slightly. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Hopefully they give you an idea of why this is more efficient. Again, because we're tilting backwards even more, the stretch is much more prevalent on the quads. So it allows the quad to stretch even more. And then obviously lifting the heels off will allow you to go that extra depth, which is amazing for the quads. This is, honestly, when I do this exercise, after a few reps, I'm like, holy shit, my quads are already on fire and I don't even have a lot of weight on. But you don't need it. You really don't need it. So 2 more sets like this and then a drop set. And we'll go from there. Okay, second set. Nothing really changes, weight remains the same, obviously. And the principle of the exercise, or I should say the principles of the exercise are the same. Again, toes are around shoulder width, maybe a bit closer together. Toes are pointing outwards. And then on the way down, your heels are coming off. You hold the eccentric and you push. That's pretty much it. You push through your toes, remember, and then your heels naturally are going to go back as you go up. And the moment you reach the top, you can come back down. Right, one more, and then we can do a drop set. Right, in the last set, before the drop set, there's a drop set after that as well, but okay, we can go a bit lower. So again, you're gonna have to find out what's the best position for you based on your body, your height, and obviously your flexibility. But for me, it's like even here, I think I can go just a little bit lower just to get that extra stretch. Yeah, there we go. Ha. Ha. Oh. Oh. Woo. Okay. Drop set now. All right, so for the drop set, I took off the 17s. 17s. What am I saying? I took off the 15s. So we're down to around 90 kilos, all in all, including the leads. Around that. And yeah, we're just going to rip that one out. I didn't rest as much as I usually do in between sets because obviously this is a drop set. But everything else really just remains the same. The only thing that changes here is the weight. So, ah, oh, uh, uh, oh, 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 oh. So that's it for today. Yes, that's a leg day. We're not going to do anything else. Honestly, my quads specifically feel so much on fire that even when I did the drop set here, I didn't really have anything else to give. Which means that, in my opinion, you get into junk volume once you don't have anything more to give. Just one of these things where it's like, well, if you're going to take 4 sets to true failure, then you're going to be struggling to do a proper full rep, full range of motion rep, right? Yeah. You'll be fine. You'll be fine for the most part. Yeah, hopefully this sort of routine helped you guys out. It goes to show that you don't really need to do much more to grow. I will say, if you're new to the gym, sort of a beginner, or if you haven't been in the gym for years, you could probably get away with 2 of these leg days a week. Definitely, you should be able to get away with 2 leg days a week, and you are going to see significant changes, significant gains in your legs if you do them, especially if you do them the way that I do them with drop sets and full range of motion. You're keeping the eccentric always, no matter what it is, you just keep the eccentric. So where your muscles are being stretched the most, keep that position for just a few seconds, but keep it. It's going to make a difference. Yeah. But for me, I'm not trying very hard to grow my legs size-wise. Because if I did, I think I should be doing less for my upper body and probably do 2 of these leg days a week. Because, in all honesty, 4 sets a week, even though they're very hard sets and very close to failure, if not to failure, if not beyond failure, it's not that much volume per week. But obviously, I'm doing quite a lot of upper body as well. So it just depends. I'm pretty happy with the size of my legs. They're massive. So I'm not overly bothered by, doing the most that I can to grow them. So that's fine by me. But yeah, if you're on the same boat, do this sort of routine. Really, you only need 2 exercises. if you, well, the other thing I was going to say, if your calves are not up to par with the rest of your legs and your body, you can do a third exercise on the day and just do some calf raises. But honestly, you can do calf raises pretty much every day, especially if your calves are not growing. Every other day, just do like 4 sets of calves. And mine, I never really had that issue. I'm just genetically blessed when it comes to calves. They're just big no matter what I do. I've never really trained calves. Feel free to go back into the very first video of this channel where I trained legs and just see for yourself. I wasn't really doing anything for calves. I've never really done anything. So that's just the way that they are. But yeah, look, we're gonna call it a day. And tomorrow, what do we have tomorrow? We have, accessories. Tomorrow's going to be a fun day. Tomorrow's going to be an easy day. So arms, bit of shoulders, and that's going to be it. So I'm going to see you all tomorrow. Peace.